Wieder am Anfang. Wir alle haben Hoffnungen und Erwartungen an eine Geschichte und suchen Antworten. Manchmal wäre es besser, mit dieser Hoffnung zu leben, als die ganze Geschichte zu kennen. Es gibt nur Opfer und Monster in einer Horrorgeschichte. Beides ist nicht erstrebenswert. Doch in diesem Genre kommt niemand unversehrt davon. Ich habe mir die Geschichte anders vorgestellt. Diese Geschichte wird uns verschlingen. Die Geschichte ist ein Monster. Und Monster haben viele Gesichter.
Bitte, Hilfe. Hörst du mich?
Oh. Was stimmt nicht mit ihm?
Komm, wir sollten gehen.
Schon weg. Wandeln in den Schatten.
Scheiße. Vom Leben.
Dunkelheit im Inneren. Terror. Es ist kalt. Lass den Arschloch da!
Hey, Kleiner. Wie geht's dir?
Alles okay, Mama. Und dir?
Diese Dienstreise dauert doch etwas länger. Tut mir leid, dass ich so oft weg bin, Logan.
Ach du meine Güte, Mama. Die Morde sind doch nicht deine Schuld. Was ist passiert?
Alles für die Arbeit.
Ja. Papa und ich haben uns hier nur die letzte Episode von Night Springs angesehen. Mama, sie ist so gut.
Keine Spoiler. Na dann viel Spaß mit der Serie, die wir eigentlich gemeinsam ansehen wollten. Ich hab euch lieb.
Das hast du davon, wenn du ständig auf Dienstreise bist. Wir dich auch. Und grüß Casey. Sag ihm, er soll nicht zu viel grübeln.
Logan! Das werd ich. Tschüss, Kleiner. Logan meint, lass den Kopf nicht hängen.
Freches Kind. Ich frage mich, woher sie das hat.
Es kann kein Zufall sein, dass eine Leiche auftaucht, sobald wir in die Stadt kommen. Ich habe das Gefühl, der Killer will uns was sagen.
Ich bin froh, dass Sie mit mir an diesem Fall arbeiten. Ist genau Ihr Ding. Sie sollten das anleiten. Ich unterstütze Sie.
Okay. Irgendwelche Tipps?
Nichts, das jemanden aufmuntern würde. Da wären wir. Cauldron Lake.
Gehen wir an die Arbeit. hätte schon jemand kommen und uns den Tatort zeigen sollen. Das Auto ist da, aber wo ist der Sheriff?
Von einem Bären? Ich sehe mir die Karte an. Sollten wir uns merken, bevor uns die Bäume verschlingen.
Ich sollte mir die Karte ansehen.
Du wolltest doch, dass wir tauschen.
Ich glaube, ich höre jemanden.
Hör auf zu jammern, Thornton. Ich bin jetzt hier oben. Ja, so ist das Leben nun mal. Hey, hier drüben. Hallöchen. Agent Casey, stimmt's? Sheriff Breaker meinte, Sie würden kommen und den Fall übernehmen.
Nicht ganz. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. Ich leite diesen Fall. Meinen Partner Alex Casey kennen Sie wohl bereits.
Ja, bitte verzeihen Sie, Ma'am. Ich bin Deputy Mulligan. Ich dachte nur, dass...
Wann tauchen die Agenten endlich auf, Mulligan?
Die Bundesbeamten sind doch hier, Thornton. Mein Partner Thornton ist unten beim Tatort. Er ist nicht der Hellste, wenn du verstehst, was ich meine.
Sie sind hier? Wie meinst du das? Sind sie mit dir gekommen? Die haben mich doch nicht gehört, oder?
Gab es irgendwelche Zeugen?
Ja, ein paar Auswärtige. Ich frage mich, was sie nachts im Wald zu suchen hatten.
Erwähne die Städter. Ziemlich verdächtig.
Nicht, dass wir etwas gegen Städter hätten. Stimmt's, Thornton? Aber keine Sorge. Sheriff Breaker hat sie in die Stadt zurückgebracht.
Was können Sie uns über den Tatort sagen?
Erzähl ihnen vom Herz.
Ich war gerade dabei, Thornton. Wie es aussieht, befinden sich einige Organe aktuell außerhalb des Opfers, obwohl sie eigentlich, naja, innerhalb sein sollten.
Ich will die Leiche sehen. Wie kommen wir hin?
Oh, natürlich, ganz einfach. Einfach durchs Loch im Zaun, dann den Hügel runter zum See auf der Rückseite des alten Gemischtwarenladens. Kann man nicht verfehlen. Seit das Gebiet eingezäunt wurde, ist alles geschlossen. Der Laden, der Campingplatz, alles.
Mulligan, sag ihnen, dass ich hier warte. Ich führe sie herum.
Schon gut, Thornton.
Bevor wir am Tatort ankommen, haben wir Zeit für die bisherigen Fakten. Ich möchte auf keinen Fall etwas übersehen. Der Gedankenraum. Meine Version der Gedächtnispalasttechnik, um die Hinweise zu sichten und den Fall zu lösen. Ich baue den Gedankenraum für jeden Fall auf und nutze jede Außenstelle als Modell in meinem Kopf. Die Fakten stehen auf der Tafel. Alles, was wir über die bisherigen Morde wissen. Ich sollte noch mal nachsehen.
Ah, Sie sind schon fleißig bei der Arbeit, Anderson. Kurz vor dem Durchbruch?
Wir fangen gerade erst an. Gehen wir den Hügel runter zum Tatort. Hey, Casey. Sie überlassen mir die Führung. Warum jetzt?
Sie sind ein besserer Detektiv als ich, Anderson. Sie haben Fälle geknackt, die unlösbar für uns waren. Ich möchte Sie nicht runterziehen.
Haben Sie vor, in Pension zu gehen? Sie wissen doch, was mit Cops bei Ihrem letzten Fall passiert.
Mhm. Sehr witzig, Anderson.
Keine Treppe. Springen ist doch kein Problem.
So alt bin ich.
Kein schlechter Ort für einen Mord.
Wenn man zurück zur Natur möchte.
Mist. Hätte einen Schirm mitbringen sollen.
Ich mag Regen. Das Einzige hier, das sich wie zu Hause anfühlt.
Ob die Polizei daran dachte, eine Plane aufzuspannen?
Dann geht der nächste Kaffee auf mich.
Wie soll ich's klarer sagen, Mulligan?
Ich sehe mir kurz was an. Bin gleich wieder zurück.
Okay.
Deputy Thornton, nehme ich an.
Das bin ich, zu Ihren Diensten und bereit, den Fall zu lösen. Die Leiche liegt hinter dem Laden. Kommen Sie, ich zeig's Ihnen. Sie sind also vom FBI. Das ist cool. Sie machen Jagd auf Serienmörder und liefern sich Schießereien mit dem Mob.
Und die UFO-Vertuschungen.
Die gibt es wirklich? Sucht ihr noch Leute?
Sehen wir uns die Leiche an, ja?
Hier wurde der Mord begangen. Er lag auf dem Tisch. Wir haben nichts angefasst. Sie wissen schon, die Vorschriften und so.
Danke, Deputy.
Keine Plane. Sie schulden mir einen Kaffee.
Okay. Untersuchen wir zuerst unseren Ehrengast. Passt das zu den Mustern der vorherigen Morde? Die Leiche liegt auf dem Tisch. Wie bei einem Ritual. Noch eine Leiche taucht auf, als wir in die Stadt kommen. Zufall? Inzidente Stichwunde, Brustkorb aufgeschnitten, Herz entfernt. Hab das Herz. Blutergüsse von den Gurten, mit denen er gefesselt wurde. Oh. Herz aus Brust entfernt. An Handgelenken festgebunden. Passt definitiv zu den anderen Morden. Doch diesmal wurden Herz und Fesseln zurückgelassen. Alles weitere Hinweise. Damit wissen wir nun von 4 Morden. Wer ist unser Opfer? Wer tötete ihn? Wir müssen mehr Hinweise finden. Auf dem Tisch ist viel Blut zu sehen. Das Opfer ist hier gestorben. Es waren mehrere Leute hier. Mehrere Killer. Jemand musste schnell weg und warf dabei das Stativ um. Als für eine Kamera? Jemand hat hier Bier getrunken. Hat offenbar gewartet. Denken. Laut den Stiefelabdrücken mehrere Täter. Eine echte Party. Ist das Opfer bekannt?
Na klar. Sein Name ist Nightingale. Er war beim FBI und kam vor 13 Jahren hierher. Seitdem habe ich nichts von ihm gehört. Naja, bis jetzt.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Ja, ich glaube, Sie kannten ihn. Waffenbrüder. Und Schwestern.
Sie kannten also unser Opfer?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Was ist mit Nightingale passiert, nachdem das Bureau ihn gefeuert hatte?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
Ich wette, da steckt mehr dahinter.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale ist vor 13 Jahren verschwunden. Seit 2010.
Genau wie bei allen anderen Opfern.
Passt auf jeden Fall zum Muster. Ich frage mich, was in diesem Jahr passiert ist.
Etwas, das die Stadt lieber vergessen möchte.
Ich glaube, das war alles. Zumindest vorerst.
Schon eine Idee?
Ich weiß nicht. Ich muss darüber nachdenken. Robert Nightingale, Ex-FBI, kam vor 13 Jahren nach Bright Falls. Sie planten den Mord hier, um die Zeit zu überbrücken. Die Ausrüstung lag bereit. Sie warteten auf ihn. Aber warum Nightingale? Er ist seit 13 Jahren verschollen. Warum hier? Warum jetzt?
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? The killer left the heart right next to the body. Incised stab wound, chest cut open, heart removed. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
I think... Need to think about it. Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. This mug always cheers me up. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Find the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From a lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept? Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley.
Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. Mile High Straggler case. Proud of that one. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control.
You made it back.
Deciding
Good.
what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they've seen much stuff this gruesome.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera?
To record a
snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee. Nectar. Get it in coffee. World. Hit it where you can. Hit it now.
Jesus, Charlie.
Man, it is sweaty in the suit, isn't it? Charlene, are you so comfortable as I am?
You don't think the amount of hot, caffeinated beverages you've downed has anything to do with it?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in hell. Small Bass City.
Ugh. Change of topic, please. Come to Coffee World. The thrills never end and the coffee never stops pouring.
Now it's 10% off all your coffee-themed purchases from the gift shop. Get your thermoses ready for winter. I could use a thermos right now. I drink too much.
You and me both, brother.
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my our float will be the beller of all of this year's Gear Fest.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff.
Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
I'm gonna guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. I'll take your mind off things.
Hey there, Mr. Deere. You remind me of a dream I had. I need something to force this open. It's not opening.
Hi.
This is exactly why I hate small towns.
Keep it down, Ed. You know how touchy
Hey,
these
how you
relatives can
doing?
be.
You can go ahead, Anderson. We'll be here.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Hi.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfield.
Oh, God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time. No. You're mistaking me for someone else. If you say so.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The Cult of the Tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this Cult of the Tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Have a nice day.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay, let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the Aha! They did leave something inside his chest. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. They put up a fight.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Think. Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there? We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down. Ugh. It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light. He's coming. Need to be in the light. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go.
Get out of my house.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
There's one of the pages on the floor.
These pages are important. Breaker dropped one before he disappeared.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster. The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror.
The heart is gone too. Did the fucker take it with him?
Can't be opened on this side. can't force it open. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cold case. Exciting. Think. A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
They're a fine pair.
Good day.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
Finding these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. Mercado won't roll over on the issues.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. Great. This area is supposed to be close to the public. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. I've been thinking more about the Cult of the Tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing.
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business.
Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
That's all I've got for the moment.
What'd you find there,
Let's get to the murder site, Casey.
Just something that shouldn't be here. Raccoons, my ass.
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.